Hey, this Big G.
She got great. All up around the trimmers already.
That's my little brother right there. How y'all doing? This is Big Gene from Raw Deal, the last big night, cooking and conversation. If you've been checking out my Instagram, today I was cooking a lot of vegetables, and right now I have a filet mignon roasted in the oven. I'm gonna show you pictures of that on my Instagram. Mud Jones, Mac Mini, Corey Weldon, D Miller. Thank y'all for being the first ones out here. You also, Wise King. CG, what's going on with y'all, man? I really appreciate y'all being here today. Have you seen the title? The title says "Seize the Day," and some people saw the wordplay in there because they understand, or they probably had some familiarity with some 17th century poet Robert Herrick, who wrote the poem "Seize the Day." It was about, you know, women losing not holding on to their virtues, their virginity. And I'm not here to, you know, promote women having, keeping, or giving up their virginity. I just thought that it would be a good play on words, since I'm gonna talk about little C's today. And the reason I choose to talk about little C's today is that, for years, a couple of years here and there, I've ran into little C's. I ran into them in Aruba. I ran into him in Connecticut after a show he did or something like that. I ran into him Aruba, Connecticut, and there was one other place that I was with DJ K Slay. And I wanted to talk about Lil C's today because I had got some disturbing news back. Like, it's a couple of people who have came to me and said, MREC, and say, yo, I spoke to Lil C's, and Lil C's see they on my channel, and they see the stuff that I put up about you and everything, and they never, come out and say anything or give any response and stuff like that, knowing, the direction what you trying to do. And I understand why. I understand the reason why that they uh, are not jumping on the bandwagon, because Imrek has said to me, he said, yo, and it was disturbing at the time. He said, yo, man, this dude gonna tell me who gonna help you more in this business, Puffy or Big Gene. And regarding Imrek rap career, Imrek is one of, his lyrics prolific. You understand? His production and the way he brings stuff is crazy. And, you got the Diddies and the J's that don't want people to get out of here. A lot of people have to go down south, go to the West Coast in order to get out of New York in the rap game now, which is crazy. This used to be the mecca of where it all got started from. So, when MREC said that to me, I didn't pay it no attention because I really don't care. Because I do know, if you stand the test of time, CG, Samantha Smith, Rashad Clark, Chris, Mijarvi, your shit was going to be right. All you got to do is keep pushing. You don't let nobody stop you from doing what you got planned to do. I consider myself sometimes 10 times the normal man. You know what I'm saying? I'm, what they say, Midas tough or whatever, Ford tough. I'm built for it. I've been taking care and helping people, fighting bullies at school. I used to love when I see somebody, when growing up, they picking on somebody that can't do nothing for themselves. The first thing I would say out my mouth, man, go pick on somebody that's going to do something back to you. I bet you wouldn't come over here and do that. Call them out. And I wasn't always big. I was slim and skinny. Everybody from back in the day in Wellston knew. But the hand game was nice. Because we grew up slap boxing, fighting. You either fought for Woes, Tandy, Herbert Hoover, 12th and Park, Vashon, you fought for one of those fight clubs based on the area you lived in. You either played football at Matthew Dickey, Raw Crown, I think it was Raw, was it Raw Crown or Raw Kings? Herbert Hoover, you know what I'm saying? Wolves, you either play football for, one of those different places too. Baseball, all that stuff like that. St. Louis, they were big on putting the kids into sports and having them doing something, having them being active. So, I use this term today, seize the day, because I wanted to talk about Little C's, because it got back to me that Little C's, whether he said it or not, when I spoke to him about it, he said, yo, Gene, you know more than me. I was young, I was this, I was that, and the whole 9 yards, he fessed it up like that. I'm like, yo, go ahead on, man. And we was in Aruba. I said, go ahead on, man. I'm going to enjoy myself doing what I was doing. I guess he was out there with Faith or whatever, because she was performing in Aruba. And I said to him, go ahead, man. He was like, no, and grabbed my arm. No, Gene, I'm telling you, give me your number. Every time I called Lil C's, every time I reached out to him, he never got back. Because it's hard to face the facts of the truth. Now, I see him going on all kind of platforms and talk about big in the whole 9 yards. Let's talk about that night. We're not going to jump about nothing else. And then my man D-Dub, one of the Junior Mafia dudes and stuff like that. And I talked to a couple of Junior Mafia dudes. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, man, my cousin got a hand on Lil C's and everything. He got a lot of respect for my cousin. I'm going to try to get him on your phone line today. So if they call, they call. If they don't, they don't. I just want to put him back in that place in which where we were. I want to put him back in that place in which we were that night. Big got killed. Yeah, Nene, you could do it. My daughter was texting me asking because she didn't want to disturb my show. Sorry about that. So that's where it's at. East Atlanta, what up with you? Machiavelli Jr., always here. Salute to you. Boots. Mel. So now we on this. I want to get on this situation with Lil C's. Because I don't believe what he said, and this is what the guy said. Lil C's said verbatim. And this dude had no reason to lie. I'm not going to say what he said about Lil C's, but I'm just going to say what he said. He said, let me go right here. Hold on. I believe in. He said that damn, I always mess up on this phone shit. All right, I got it right. He said, my cousin spoke to Lil C's on the phone today, and that was yesterday, and tell him that about people coming to do something. He said, he asked him, did you tell them about people coming to do something to them that night? Lil C's was like, he's not going to entertain it because they were getting threats every day in LA. Now, Lil C's, he said, this is what he said. He said, Big Gene said he told y'all that somebody was going to come and do something to y'all that night. And Little C's was like, he's not going to entertain it because they were getting threats every day in LA. I'm going to stop right there. He's not going to entertain what I said because what I said came into fruition. The death threats, if he said correctly that they were getting them every day, it came into fruition. So you know why he's not going to entertain that? Because he know I told Puffy that before we left out the house. Before we left, he ended up finding out that I told Puffy that. Now, what does that make? That makes the head of Bad Boy responsible for the notorious B.I.G.'s death. And Puff cannot be put in that situation. If you get one more person to say, yo, the head of the dude who was running Puff security that night told us they was going to come kill us. That leaves him legally responsible for Big's death. Because the label knew that there was a situation and they must provide adequate protection for the individual. Yo, let me hold up. I be getting off, I be getting emotional. Yo, I'm sorry if I'm yelling at y'all, man. And it look like I'm going crazy. Ain't that right, Phoenix Sun? Biggie 21. Biggie G, is it GJ? Big Blunt? Yeah. Real Black? Miss 50 Race? Yo, listen, I don't mean to yell at y'all, Eric Vandross. I'm sorry about that, man. But let me just, come back down, man. Because I be passionate and emotional as far as what I'm talking about and trying to let y'all understand and feel what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I got to learn a better way because you got to realize ain't nobody going to put me in no kind of position to get this other than from y'all too. I'll be doing this YouTube, letting y'all know stuff and coming here with y'all for years because they don't want it out. They don't want the massive to get it. We'll do the MREC, the Doggy Diamonds. I might be blessed one day to do, what's the surname? Star. Get on a show like Star. That's a big platform. I might be blessed to do his show one day. So I would love to do that in person. I met the dude, real solid dude. So my whole thing about it is that Star Money. I wanted to get to where a lot of people know. See, 100,000, 200,000, you look at my platform, I've been doing this for a year. I only got 38, 40,000 people, 38,000, 36,000 followers. I know Big had more fans and more people want to know about Big's death than that. You understand? Oh, here go my dude right here. Let me check him out. Let me just get this break right quick. D-Dub, what up?
Hey, Brother T, what's good, man? Yo, my cousin's trying to reach out to him. He's not trying to answer the phone. I guess he know what time of day it is, man. And it's just sad that dudes ain't really trying to back what you're saying up. Everybody said they love Big, which I know the love is there, but come on, you gotta stand up for something, man. So like I told you again, like D-Dubs, man, I'm telling you on your platform right now, anybody that knows me know how affiliated I am with Big. So,
I used to see you with the Junior Mafia all the time, bro. I used to see you all the time.
I was born with Nino Brown, the Caesars, the Bangs, the Bigs, and before the Bigs, the Gunners, and all of them, so they know who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I mean, it's nothing that you're asking that's out the way. It's just that, you just want to know, what did I say? Because people think I'm, thinking you're nuts because you coming out speaking live like this, and I wish I was there. Because I would be doing the same thing you doing, Gene. That's how much love I have for Big. You know what I'm saying? Like if we don't stand for something for anything. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here was just like with me. You know, I called my first robbery case with Big. You know, better anybody can say that. That's how close me and Big was before a lot of dudes was even, you know, I could have been lying with Big. You know, I could have been an artist, but there's just so much going on around. You know, someone's playing, dudes laughing, joking all days on, and I wasn't part of it. I wasn't part of none of that. So, like, you know what? When you get yourself situated, I'll come and deal with you. Right now, you got a bunch of clowns around you. And I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm trying to reach out to him. He's not trying to answer. Hold on, Brother James. I'm coming to call me right now. Hold on.
All right. Well, listen here, man. I'm just trying to get y'all to the truth. I'm trying to get y'all to understand and know that, listen here, man, I don't need, listen here. I appreciate he reached out to me. I appreciate because they know the truth when they hear it.
Hey, yo, James.
What's up?
Yo, she's about to click it right now. My cousin said he's about to click it right now.
All right.
So we should be expecting that right now.
All right. We gonna hold on. Y'all going somewhere? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Yeah, I was just talking to the people on my show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
But I applaud you for what you're doing, man. It's like, you know, you got it for Big as you grew up with Big and born and raised with him. And it's not even about, you know, what happened. You know, God bless my boy Big. He's not here with us no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But give me answers, man.
But it's about principles, and it's about saying to yourself, listen to you, man. You know, you man up on your own motherfucking self, man. You ain't got to go out here and looking, hoping, and thinking that Puff or the people that affiliate with Puff. See, what happens is that Puff got a lot of affiliations everywhere. And Lucy's know that if he come out and he say the wrong thing or he don't give out the right answers and stuff like that, and he tells what he really know, what happens is it closes some of the doors that he's still trying to open.
Yeah. But that door closed, man. That door is closed, man. You know, it's like they're not trying to, you know, and
but it ain't about the rap game. You know what I'm saying? It's about the industry. It's about coming in, doing things with Lil Kim, doing things with Faith, doing things with people who can give him a couple of dollars. You understand? Did he ever go back to school? Did he ever get some kind of trade? Is he doing anything that makes himself, you know, worthy that somebody was going to pay him to do something other than the songs he did back in the day with Big?
Yeah.
See, you got to realize, you understand, this dude, like, what Lawson is, I think he owned a trucking company or some kind of limousine service. You understand?
Wow.
You understand? Yeah. So I'm like, you know, other Junior Mafia people went on and did something that were positive to themselves. But the people who really didn't have it, you understand, they try to fling and hold on to whatever Diddy, D-Rock, you know, Puff them gonna give them. And that's the whole thing.
Yeah. No, exactly. Like, you know, because it's more, like I said, you know, they try to, that chapter is closed. Like I said, that chapter is closed. You know, he wasn't going hard there when Big was alive, and, you know, it's other outlets where you can get paid. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing with some people, like, they just still want the glory. And my thing is like, yo, you got so much. You can be an A&R. You can be, I mean, there's so many outlets where you can get money and help other people at the same time. You know, some people are still caught on what Big left them at. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like, yo, like I just support you so much, and you don't even know, because everything that you're saying, I felt that. I felt it because I know the players, the key players of the game. And I said, damn, he can't be lying. I felt this in my heart, like, yo, this is what happened. Because I'm a street dude, and I know how this street shit go. You know what I'm saying? If you have money invested in something, I don't care if it's a storefront. If your money is invested in that, you're gonna protect it from the robbers, from getting burned. By any means, you're gonna protect your investment. So my thing is like, how is it so easy for them to just touch?
My man, listen to me. When we was shooting the Hypnotized video, and I got that first phone call from I was surprised that we only had that few people out there in California with the Hypnotized video. You know what I'm saying, for doing security. And I called Kirk Burrows and I told Kirk Burrows, I said, yo, Kirk, listen here, man. We need more security, man. You know, I got this phone call, but I say, woo, woo, woo. And Kirk was like, "Yo, I'm gonna call Diddy and say that you evaluated the situation. Y'all need more security." He said, I ain't getting no more security." You know what I'm saying? You in Cali, you ain't getting no more security. Why do you first you want to say to yourself, why do you feel so comfortable? Why do you feel so comfortable? You understand? When you know Pac is there because it was already a setup for that. Why did like some people say, why would he drop Yo Big on that first coming out on that album? Yo Big, we about to go back to Cali. And Big said, Cali?
Yeah.
Why would he put that on his album? You know, Choke No Joke just came out and said that shit. Why would he put that on Big? Because he's setting it up. You understand? First of all, he know that Junior Mafia album was written by Big. Big had already sold him his publishing and marketing, but what Big do? If you look at the credits on there and the publishing on there, is any of that publishing in Big name? How much of that publishing? Huh?
I thought it was from what I was hearing was that, you know, Big was supposed to executive produce Puff album and Puff was supposed to do his album. So Puff album did so many numbers. I wanted to does he get compensated for the number that Puff did on No Way Out? Well, I guess that's the album No Way Out.
Do you think that after Big dead, do you think after Big died, Puff put this name on that so he can get the producer credit and the publishing off that?
No, I don't think
check
so.
that.
I don't think so.
Let the people check that, because the people could check that.
Yeah, because you know, as I know, Brother James, that it was supposed to be Big was supposed to executive produce Puff album, and Puff was supposed to executive produce Big album.
Right, but still in all, I'm trying to get you to see is that we go back from the Junior Mafia album. Puff had already owned Big Publishing because on that first album, he didn't get no money on it. So he had to sell his publishing to Big. I mean, Big had to sell his publishing to Puff. So now let's just look at it this way. Puff knew way before Little Kim album.
Wow.
You know, way before Lil Kim album, that Big had already beat him on the Junior Mafia album. Now, Big only had a 3-album deal. Why he do a double CD? Because he wanted to get the hell out of there because he was going to start that thing with Un.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, leaving back to what you're saying, it was more motive to get rid of this guy because he was about to leave. They was about to do big things, man. Him and Jay-Z was going to connect on the commission, and they had to. So, you know, what you said is backs up to the theory of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I guess he was worth more. God bless my boy. So I guess he was more dead than alive to Puff. Because after, you know, if he had survived this right here, it probably wouldn't be no Puff. But Big would have just took everything basically away from him because everybody loved it Big, man. Everybody loved it Big. And I'm
See the thing,
sure.
And check this out, bro. Why if you know somebody beat you out of money? Lamar Williams, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you, bro. You know, why is it that somebody beat you out of your publishing money for Junior Mafia? Then they beat you out of money for Little Kim. Then they charging you for doing your album and everything, and they still need money for you. But you get on the thing and say, "Yo, that's my brother. You know, we were so tight. We changed the world and everything like that." Because you know the people love Big. Yeah. And you have to say these things about Big in order to keep the people in good with you.
Yeah.
You understand? You can't come out and say, "Yo," but then he'll slip up. "Yo, this man want to move next door to me." You know, I was looking at him like he crazy. You understand? Wow. So now when people look at him saying some stuff like that, that's supposed to be your man. How he look crazy because he want to go to the next level? That he want to surpass what you doing?
Yeah,
you understand? And Big was still fooled by the niggas. Big say, "Yo, listen to me, man. Yeah, the dude robbed me." Big telling me he robbed him. You understand? Because my people, but Big said my people didn't know what they was doing. But then he said Puff taught him how to get money. He said he taught me how to get money. So what he did was he flipped what Puff taught him on him and on the Junior Mafia. Only one who wins out that whole thing basically is Lil Kim. Because she kept Kimberly Jones, she kept all the publishing of her stuff. That's why Big told me Lil Kim is gonna always be my bitch.
Yeah, smart.
You understand? Because he know he set her up with the publishing and everything, and she was gonna get kickback to him. Wow. You understand? So now let's just keep it 100. Little C's know what was said. Little C's know what happened. But somebody said something on the internet, and I never grasped the whole situation. Why didn't we, when the ambulance, the fire department, and the police was on the other side of the museum, why didn't we drive there?
Wow. I think, like I say, it's all, like you say, it was all mapped out, planned out. You know what I'm saying? See, that's how I look at it, man. It was meant for, like you say, it brought me out, though, when you explained the story, like how the hospital was around the corner, and y'all went to another hospital 5 miles away.
It was a hospital 2 blocks away, and we went to a hospital that was about 5 miles away.
And see, you made a point a minute ago, and it stuck with me. Because, like, when you listen to it, like you said, the album, what Big said, going back to Cali, I believe that was a real, I always believe in my heart that was a real skit. That was a real skit right there.
Yeah.
Right? But then, Puffy blatantly told people, if you listen to the album, what he did. Because at the end of one of his songs, like, what I'm going to do now? It's all fucked up now. Then the Mace song come in. So basically, like, I big out of here, this is my next big artist right here, Mix.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's all fucked up now. What am I gonna do now? I'm sorry for cursing today. I know you can't curse. It's all messed up now. What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? This, that, and third. And then Mace come in. Like, it's like, the setup is right in people's faces, man. Nobody want to see it. Nobody want to say nothing about it.
Because it's the glitz and the glamour, man. As long as you can get in here and talk about, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, and I'm going to keep on, you keep on sipping on my Sakak. You keep on, Diddy bopping, and you feeling good. And they want to make it seem like Big Gene is starving. He came out, he wanna clout chase. He wanna what's called. Yo, listen to me, man. Let me just tell you something.
I'm just telling you right now, I'm in the same boat as you. Because I rocked my boy Big. I rock for him, and I wish I knew half the stuff you knew. Because I wish I was right there next to you. Because I would be right there next to you right now, doing the same thing you're doing. Because it's not about no clout chasing, man. It's about the truth, man. Whatever happens, God gonna deal with people. You can't hide from the man upstairs. So you think you got away with something? Karma's a mother. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes back, it's gonna come back hard. It may not be today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, but when it comes back, it's gonna come back. And it's gonna hurt you in a way where
my man, the stuff that people telling me, you know what I'm saying? And like, they saying your man is out there, you're drinking himself under the truck now. You know who I'm talking about, huh?
Who that?
D-Rock. They say, your man Rock is drinking himself under the truck. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta think about it. That's common, man.
Yeah.
Money is nothing, man. Respect is everything, man. Respect is everything. And like I said, you want to deal with that, man. Big is holding a lot of these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to like my thing with Gene right now is like, yo, I just answer the question. Did Gene say this at a third? Because nobody's blaming you for nothing. Big love you. You was his boy. You was his boy. He loved you. But it's not nobody trying to put you on the front seat with this situation. Both of them don't like you. And nobody asking you to say, yo, he did it or he did that third. The proof is in the pudding. But, if a simple question, yo, what did I tell y'all that night? I'm asking you, what did I tell y'all that night, man? And what did you say? That's it. I think that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing else to be said. You know, because nobody point a finger at you. You know, see, and nobody saying, yo, listen, bro, yo, you got to come out there and have a. No, you don't have to do that. But listen, there's people that want to love big, man. They love big, man. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything, man. That's it. And that's my whole thing with people. Like, my whole gripe when it comes to my people doing the same them. It's like, yo, all right, big push in position. I love you. We all love you. Now, where do we go from here? Even when came back to the hood. Then Hollywood kicked his ass out, Jay. They kicked him out.
Mm-hmm.
They come back when niggas had the money. When niggas had money, Jay, they was there. They left. But when they go boom, guess when they come back, Jay, home. All right. You shit on us. We all feel a certain way how y'all left us. All right. So what's the plan now? Because we always gonna live and be alright. We always gonna make our own way, whether it's working, hustling, whatever. We gonna be alright. All right. So now you come back home. We accept you back home. But you have artists and people that want to get in the business. Help us get you in the business because y'all have information, and they don't even want to do that. And that's the problem with me because that hurts me the most. Because what did you learn from Big? What Big got on, the first thing he did was pull everybody he could pull, and it's unfortunate he took the wrong dudes because everybody was like taking the dudes he pulled thought they was better than him.
Well, see, the thing about it is he pulled the ones he could control, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he pulled the ones that Puff wasn't scared of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what that it be about like that too. You know, bring the ones that you could control and the ones that don't. I don't have no fear from. But listen here, man. D-Dub, they don't look like if C's call back, man, and he called me, you got a straight in line on my private phone. Call back, man. Y'all get the nigga on the phone or whatever. Like if he do, he don't. I'm finna go and just break this down to the people, man. I appreciate you, man. All right.
I appreciate you, brother G. Thanks, man.
All right, man. D-Dub, go ahead. All right, bro. God bless. All right. I don't know if I got anybody working today because I'm getting a lot of these a-holes up here, trying to say little crazy stuff and everything like that. But it is what it is, man. Bring all the smoke. I don't care, man. Because you could write this and you could type anything on. But I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. You ain't running up on Big Gene. You ain't trying to meet Big Gene nowhere. And you ain't going to do a damn thing to Big Gene. So, keep your little comments. You come on with it and everything like that, man. But we know what you are. You're a keyboard gangster. All right? So, you know what? That's what it was. Lil C's tried to say that they was getting so many threats. He not going to entertain what I came out the house and said. You understand? But how many times did I tell y'all that, C's? How many times have I said that to y'all? I've never said that to y'all before. So if I'm coming out there and saying that right now, you take heed to that. If your man look up me, I swear, listen to me, man. God could take the breath out of my ear. I mean, the air out of my breath. You understand? Out of my body. Take the air out of my body. Every breath out of my body. You understand? D-Rock came over to me. He said, Gene, I ain't never seen you like this, man. And I said, your rock is going down tonight. It's going down, bro. And kept my hand on that motherfucking hammer. If they was going to do something up in Big that night upstairs, nigga, they would have had to get me too. Because I wasn't letting it happen right there. And somebody peeped game to me. See, this is what happens when you communicate with people that was out there back that day. And then you guys, when y'all look at the whole information and y'all say, Gene, when you was over there and Keefy D was next to y'all, why Puff kept running away and wasn't over there? And somebody said, one of you guys said, maybe because he knew he had did something or had them do something with the pot, and he didn't want to be seen in no picture with them. Because Keefe D was right in front of me. Like you see me behind Big, Keefe D was an arm length in front of me. I could have touched him like this. I could have reached out and touched him. That's how close he was with them. He came over, gave Big dap in the whole 9 yards, and then he posted up right there. He was trying to get bottles. She said, all the death threats that we were getting, I'm not going to entertain what he said. Well, not entertaining what I said, we know what that led to. Let me just say something, man. Big was about, I say 380 pounds at the time. Could have been a lot bigger, or anywhere from 380 to 420, but he was only like 6'2". Big had broken his femur bones in his thighs. I think that's the femur. You know what I'm saying? If I got some nurses out there, correct me. You know what I'm saying? If I got some nurses out there, correct me. I'm not for sure. But he broke them. Look at your corner block from your house. You look for one block. It would take Big about an hour or so to walk like that. So why is he going to go somewhere? Because he ain't go to no other parties. Why is he going to go somewhere and it was hard for him to even walk? Because if it was a stampede, we had to run, or it was a fire, or if it was a bomb scare, something like that. He out. Ain't nobody going to pick his big ass up. It took 4 or 5 of us to pick him up and put him on the stretcher. I'm just keeping it at 100 with y'all, man. And when I'm telling you, I had to get it from my nuts when I grabbed him. I mean, like, damn. Because dead weight is a total difference. It's a total difference. So where we at, man? Pulling that kid up out that car, putting him on that stretcher. Total difference. Facts, realize. That's real facts. Eric Robbins, salute. So now, your man said he's not going to entertain what I'm saying. You know y'all getting death threats all over Cali the whole day. See, when people run their mouth and start talking, more and more information comes out. Puff said they wasn't getting no threats. They ain't know nothing about that. But Lil C just said they was getting death threats. So if Big was his man, did Big tell him? Would you tell your man if you was getting death threats? Puff got on television saying nobody said nothing to him. We know that. Now, Lil C just said he's not going to entertain it because we was getting death threats every day. We're not going to entertain what Gene said because we was getting death threats. But hold up. He went on to say He's not gonna. He said. Plus, he said on multiple platforms, I've been switching my story. On multiple platforms, I've been switching my story. Yo, Eric Robbins, do me a favor, salute to you, bro. Let me know when I switch my story. Jasmine dig the truth. Jasmine dig the truth. Okay, period, Jasmine. Okay. Dig the truth. Let me know when I switch my story. Ray K, when did I switch my story? Let me know what platform I switched my story on. I wish somebody could set me down and really ask me the questions and keep me in that direction. Or say, yo, Gene, what's this? Gene, what happened here? Gene, what? Then you'll get all of the story. But not until my book come out. And I'm going to try to have it. I already talked to some people. I'm going to try to have it out. I want to do it March the 9th. I want to do it on the day Big died. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to do a pre-order in January. There's going to be a pre-order where you can pre-order the book by January. All the orders that we get in by by February by the end of February, by February the 28th, 29th, or whatever days, if it's leap year or not, or whatever like that, we're gonna send all the books out within that time prior to that order. We're gonna send them out like that, and then the audio will be out available on March 9th also. Mr. D, watch her interview about them after Vlad interview they did. Watch who? I don't know who you're talking about. JP the Don, what's going on with you, Jasmine? Oh, who was that on the phone? That was D Dub. That was one of the Junior Mafias. He used to be around Junior Mafia all the time. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't one of the artists, but he was one of the like Gutter. He was like one of them dudes like Gutter. When they was going to parties, they was going to do things, and they needed those dudes who didn't mind carrying the toast and putting the work in and down. He was one of the dudes who used to be with them right there. So for y'all who didn't know, because I was waiting on, we was waiting on Lil C's to call his cousin back. You know what I'm saying? And of course he's not going to do that, because what happens that if he says that incriminates. Because I already had a conversation with Diddy. Already told me he didn't want to hear it, because he want to sit up in the party with Kim and Sally Richardson at the same table and look at them, Sally Richardson, look at both of them at the same time, and maybe he's trying to get them together. I don't know. But, he was dealing with Kim, and then he was dealing with Sally Richardson too. Or he was just hitting her. And dudes could get mad, you know what I'm saying? Saying, yo, Gene spilling the beans and the whole nine, y'all. Man, listen here, man. This dude did not take care of what he was supposed to take care of business with these cats. You understand? And make sure that they were safe. You looking at something, a whole total different thing. You talking about the chicks and everything. You dealing with, who you gonna sleep with, and these niggas in California about to put you to sleep for good. William Palmer out there in Scotland, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, don't let it be a minute, man. I'm here once or twice every other week, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about. I guess none of my people are working today, y'all. So if I get a lot of bull crap in here, don't worry about it. I appreciate y'all. Can we bring the likes up right here? And let me start this other part of it. So your man was like, he didn't entertain it, and that they was getting so many death threats. What I said didn't matter. Let me ask you something. If you was getting so many death threats, why it wouldn't matter if that same threat came from the head of the security that their guys are coming at y'all tonight? When you know neither one of y'all, none of y'all got guns in your car. None of them had guns. You in Cali. They'll chop you up to down to the white meat. Let me see this right here. Somebody told me I needed to stop looking at the monitor and talk more. That's what I got to say to you. Who died and left you, boss? Yeah, I don't have nobody working today, Miss Christina. So it's going to be a lot of stupid comments. It's going to be a lot of things, and I'm not going back pushing nobody out or doing nothing. You know what I mean? Let them have their fun today. All right. Larry Taylor, you're right. One threat, you're supposed to be on point. Nothing beats an ambush, y'all. Nothing beats an ambush. You know something's going wrong, something ain't right, you get on top of it. All right? You guys, do me a favor. Let me get some likes. Let me at least get half the likes. I got 700-800 people in here. Let me get at least half the likes. I guess that's what they say. And you can go to also, I know it's the holidays and everything like that, and everybody going to be strapped. You understand? Y'all take care of your families, do what y'all need to do, and make sure that, you know, whoever you love, you don't show them just because it's Christmas. You show them year round. That's what's most important. You know, we never celebrated things like that in my household because always given and gave all year round. So you don't have to, you know, look at this paganistic holiday and say, yo, I got to buy somebody and I got to go out here. Because I see more guys, you know, when I was a parole officer, go back to jail around this time for two reasons. Two reasons is that one, they didn't want to or have to buy Christmas. Shit, I don't want to be responsible for all that jail on Christmas. So they do a violation, go back to jail. I couldn't get you none because I was in jail. Or they start hustling and doing crazy stuff so they can get the things that they really didn't need. But it is what it is. So seize the day. And that's what we've been doing. We've been saying, you know, why is it so hard for little C's to come out and say the truth. Because if he say it didn't happen, then maybe other people who was right there, Tone, and I can repeat what Tone said, I can repeat what D-Rock said, and Big said. Miss Patterson, Rashad Patterson, thanks for that Cash App at Big Gene 52 and that PayPal at Big Gene 52 also. Thank you for going there. I appreciate that. Chauncey, I said how we're going to do the copy of the books. In February, they're going to do what they call a pre-order. So you're going to, send your money, either Cash App it or whatever to, we're going to set up a thing where you can pre-order the book. And then when you pre-order the book, it's going to be to you by March 9th. And you're going to be able to do the pre-order and the audio version too. It's going to be like, for a copy, it's going to be a certain price, and then for the copy and the be able to get the audio, it's all going to be put in the package. So that's what we're working on right now. Mark Anderson, you're supposed to listen to your security. Appreciate you, bro. Chauncey Wallace. That's how you get the book, bro. So listen, what I need y'all to do is go look at when I say follow the money, go look at the Junior Mafia album and the Lil Kim album and see do Big get any credit for publishing. Because Puff owned this publishing. So that money was supposed to go to Puff. If Big wrote those albums and there's no publishing on there, Big did it. And Puff knew that. And it wasn't because I told him that night, 2 days before he got killed. Junior Mafia album was already out. Marcus Harrison, thanks for the live chat. Appreciate you. Super chat. Somebody just said something. The justice system does not hold P. Diddy accountable. So what do you think P. Diddy is going to care about your campaign? Check it out. They don't have to hold P. Diddy accountable. The P. Diddy don't make his money off the justice system. He makes his money off the fans that love Biggie Smalls. You understand? So now, knowing that my campaign for the truth to let the fans know what's going on, I don't care what the P. Diddy cared about my campaign. If I cared, I wouldn't have came on. But let me ask you, do you care about knowing the truth? Do you want to know about the truth? Did that answer your question? What's his name? L? Yeah. Real I said D-Rock picked out David Mack in the lineup. Zoom Man X, yo, that's all it takes is one threat, bro. Zoom Man said, like, one threat, I'm taking precautions. I said, right. Jasmine Dig the Truth said the people don't care. Sometimes it seems like that, Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? But people do care. A lot of people, hit me back and told me where they was at when Big died, man. And it was heartfelt. Dread Passion said, "How do I remember all the information that I do? You know, reading, writing, writing reports, always have to testify in court. You got to realize, like, uh, when you have to testify and your job is being to testify in court most of the time at preliminary hearings and things like that, you have to be, you have to remember situation, days, you have to remember places. I remember it because I lived it. When you live something, you should remember it. I, I have. No, I don't drink or smoke. Oh, my man Reg is here. Reg, I'm glad you're here, bro. Reggie Roberts. Why didn't I go to Big's funeral? Because Puff had set an atmosphere like I had something to do with, like he tried to make it seem like that uh, I wanted my money from Big's death. I was putting pressure on Bad Boy, and he made it seem like that I knew what was going on, but like I didn't let them know. He was just throwing he was throwing lies out there to people at Bad Boy. So I didn't want to hurt nobody. Because if I was going to his funeral, it was going to be some other people and stuff like that that was going with me. And if it ever came down and somebody would have got hurt back then, I'm not the person today. Let me just say this: I am not the person. Back then, I wasn't the person I am today. I had a short fuse, and I didn't take no bull crap. And that's just the honest to God truth. I've been blessed that God have seen me through and changed me into whereas that my temperament, I can handle more than I did back then. Somebody said um, Diddy was and Faith was quick to make a song after Big had died and put cash dollar signs in there. What if y'all really knew or found out that he was looking at that track way before Big got killed? How would you feel about then? Would you care then? Yeah, they had words before they shot Pop. People don't want to realize that and believe that, but believe what you want to believe. Frankie Styles, I appreciate that, man. I can only listen to me. I'm not gonna lie to me, so I'm not definitely not gonna lie to you. You understand? He stopped the first one from coming out, but he won't stop this because I'm gonna self-publish this joint. He's not gonna stop this one because I'm not going through no publishing agency or nothing like that. I had to deal with Simon and Schuster. I could show you the contract. I still got the contract. I still get the things in. They're saying that a monthly, quarterly, and all that stuff like that. Through Karen Hunter and Simon Schuster. She promised me that she was going to do the book. You understand? And the last week that came down, she refused to do it. The last 2 weeks, she refused to help finish the book and submit it to Simon and Schuster because it would have changed her stuff in the industry because Puff would have went after her. And she could talk all that mess that he couldn't have done nothing to me and everything like that. I seen what she did to Wendy Williams. But Wendy Williams was a fighter. She came back and she kept fighting. And the people like her, and look where she at right today. I still believe that she didn't want to do that. Kevin made her do that thing with Puff on her show. I still believe that. And that was Kev's downfall. Do I know if Puff was scared of Keefe D? I don't know if he was scared of him. Yo, Black, I hit you back. I'm doing the show. I'm doing the show right now. Can I call you back? All right, Playboy. Peace. Yeah. Phantom Nora. I don't see no super chat from you, bro. But if you sent one, thank you. I appreciate it. It didn't pop up here. Yeah, Rashonda. I'm kind of believing that too. I'm just trying to look through these things that I know people, because people want me to ask certain questions, and my moderators be helping. Dread Passion. Thank you for that. Dread Passion said that he's close friends with somebody who was with Bad Boy label, and the things that I'm speaking on that they told him years ago. Rico chat, you won't get that right now, bro. Sorry about that. He might not be the devil top notch exclusive entertainment, but he might do devil things. You know what I mean? So listen here, man. We've been on this joint for an hour, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you for your Cash App at Big Gene 52 and your PayPal at Big Gene 52. Thank you for listening to me. Oh, I gotta tell this one story. This is a far from everything else, man, and it's gonna take a real left. Y'all might get mad at me and stuff like that. But Domo at Black King at Domo A at Black Dot King, I think that's his name, Domo. I think he's from the Detroit area. Anyway, he like, yo, big homie, somebody ever tell you look like CC Sebastian? I said, yo, I had a funny story about that. All right. And this came from CC mouth himself. He said, and this is Jeff, Shaka, and Ludacris. They was at a game. I don't know if it was in Atlanta or they was in New York. Ludacris, move, Rich, get out the way. Go back then. So they was at the game. And so then I don't know where they was at. They went to a party or afterwards, whatever. But CC Sebastian was there. Now CC Sebastian is 6'7", same as me. He's about 280 some pounds like at the time, or around the same weight but he was at that time. He's much younger than I am. But the crazy thing about it is we wore the same number. I wore number 52 at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. He wore 52 at um, the Yankees. So I don't know if it was Ludacris or Jeff. One of them said, "Yo, you look like my man Big Gene." You understand? And he said, no joke, because they told me the story. They said that he said, "Yo, man, you know what? This is coming from CC Sebastian." He said, "Yo, I get that all the time." Anyway, Domo told me to tell y'all that story and everything like that. I appreciate y'all coming out here to watch the seeds for the day. Yo, listen to me. When I give y'all information, don't just bury it. When you on these other guys' platforms, you on these other people platforms that's just saying what they want to say, use that information to ask them questions. So, like I want to tell you again, and I want to say y'all, always, if they don't mess with you, welcome and feed them beans. We're going to stay chased up. Nip it in the bud. You understand? If you got a problem. And for little Mike out there in Camden, New Jersey, may God still bless your family and see love through all that heartache. All right, this has been Big Gene from Raw Deal, the last big night. Oh, enough shout out to Neves Cardones. Y'all gotta go and check out. They put a strike against her page, and then she went out there and told she wants y'all to go check it out. She did something else. They struggled to make her take out the person name that who snitched on her and everything like that, and who turned her over to the feds. So she want to tell y'all that story. So go and check that out, man. It's Neves Cardone out there. She's from Switzerland and everything like that. On the old Gucci. Go check that out. And a shout out to the ladies who went over there to Bougie Girls out there in Jersey City. My man Black them, and they was ordering a lot of doobies or wigs or little things for their hair. They went online. They must like what they were saying, and they just started buying stuff up. And she credited to me. And I don't know. I ain't got no weave. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, man, and peace.